Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to El Jefe Reviews, man. It's been a minute since I've been live on the channel, but I just wanted to jump on here today for a little while, just for a little while, to talk about the latest Prime Day deals on earbuds and headphones. So there are some good deals. We're definitely going to get into that stuff shortly, 100%, man. But I just got to give a quick shout out. We did have a volunteer, somebody who did actually jump in and sponsor this live stream. So huge shout out to Viam. So we are going to be talking about their ViainRec AI recording true wireless earbuds here shortly. More on them in just a bit. So I just want to give a shout out to them really quick, but we will be talking about them later on in this stream. But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming through, those that are showing up. And also huge thank you to anybody who watches the stream on replay. It is greatly appreciated. See my guy Buzz703 coming through. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Wade T in the house. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. Mr. Mario, Mary M, really good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through. But yeah, there's a lot of deals going on. So it's you know, we have deals on Soundcore, we got deals on Sony stuff. There's a lot of different products that are on sale. So I really dug through to try to figure out which ones were kind of the best deals out of all of them, and try to put together a good list for you guys. So I do have that here. So if you go into the description, let me jump over to the correct screen here. So if you jump over to the actual video description on my stream, you click more, and then you'll see all the links to the stuff, and I have it sorted out for you guys, you know, broken down: earbuds under 30, speakers under 30, earbuds under 50, headphones under 50, speakers under 50, so on and so on and so on. So went through, and these are very similar links with some updates to the ones that I've done before, obviously, but I went ahead and removed any of them that weren't good discounts, removed any of them that were no longer active, and replaced some, added some new stuff in here as well to make sure that we're getting some of the best stuff at these price points. So definitely some good stuff in here to be found. So we'll definitely be talking about those here in just a sec, man. So the first thing that I wanted to start off with, as far as what I consider the best deal for over-ear headphones for Prime Day, like period, just for the best overall deal considering the price point and the performance that you get out of them, are going to be these guys right here. It's going to be the Sony Ultwear. So huge shout out to Sony. These are going for $128 today. So it looks like they're selling pretty quick. Looks like they only got 14 left in stock. You can get them in black. You can get them in off-white as well. So they have both of those color options. But yeah, these headphones are awesome. I actually, you know, I've done a full review on these headphones. The review is up on the channel if you haven't seen it. They are excellent. Oh, man, I'm knocking stuff over here. I do have them right here on hand. So let me go ahead and bust these out. Bam, here we go. Let me let's zoom out a little bit there, give me some room to work with, but here they are. So these are in the forest gray. The forest gray is only available from Sony's actual website, but on Amazon you can get them, you know, the black or the white version, but these are them right here. So yeah, these are awesome headphones, man. And I know a lot of people, most of the time, they all they focus on is the Sony 1000 series. And fair enough, you know, you've got the XM4s, the XM5s, and the XM6s, but the Sony Ultwear, as I said in my video on the XM6, as I said in my video for the Sony Ultwear, these are the best performance for value that Sony's offering. Like under $200, no one's touching them. Not Sennheiser, not Soundcore, nobody, not JBL, nobody's touching these headphones under 200 bucks. That was their full price. Regularly, they're hitting for around 180. Sometimes you see them for around 150. And then today you've got them for less than 130 for Prime Day deals. And these are excellent, man. So if you like bass, if you like good sound quality, if you like very lightweight, comfortable headphones, these are a very good choice for you, man. So yeah, and here's the thing. If you don't want all the bass, you can still dial that back. That's the beauty of it. You can still dial it back. But if you want a lot of thump and a lot of rumble, if you're a bass head like myself, man, these are the ones to roll with. I cannot say this enough, man. Everybody who I've recommended these to has loved them. So they've come back and told me, yeah, I'm glad I took that recommendation, especially for this price point. So that's one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I highlighted first, because I think this is probably one of the best deals considering the price at $128 for the performance that you're getting out of these headphones. Let me double click over here really quick. I'm going to go back to my channel so you guys can see where I did this video. Hang on, let me double check. Let's double back. Right here. So this is where the video lies. So if you go to my channel page, you go to videos, you scroll down, you'll see the new $200 King. Are the Sony Ultware the new $200 King? Short answer is yes. But this is where I did the full review. For anybody who hasn't seen it, make sure you check that out. That's kind of where I'm at. And even in my XM6 review, which I did right here, better than XM5, I actually shouted out the Ultwares because considering the price point, the difference here, you're getting like, I would say 90 to 95% of the XM6 performance with, you know, for 128, for like well below half the price of the XM6s. And the XM6s are great. Don't get me wrong. They're great. But, you know, the price on them is wild. And even today though, you know, we'll have to give them a little bit of love for the, XM6 today, just a little bit, because they are seeing their very first discount today. So that's one thing where I was kind of surprised to see it. But they are seeing their first discounts. And I think, let's go here. Let's go X Mark 6. So let's jump over here really quick. That's Mark 5's XM6. So today they're seeing their first discount. They're down to $428, down from $449. So just, you know, I just wanted to mention that they did get their first discount today, but considering how new these headphones are, I'm actually surprised that they even discounted them at all, to be completely honest. So it'd be great if they would have dropped them, just given us that extra 30 and put them at like $399. I think that would have been okay. I would have been celebrating a little bit more. But still, I think right now the way to go, to be, if I'm being completely real with you guys, is just to roll with the Sony Ultwares, as I said before, $128, excellent noise cancellation, excellent microphones, kick and bass, good battery life, very lightweight. They include a travel case in the box. So overall, a really, really solid choice for a good set of headphones on Prime Day. I think this is going to be the ones to go with. If your budget is under $200 for a set of wireless headphones, Sony Ultwares, very good. There are some other good options as well. I always make sure I include multiple options when I talk about this stuff. So, you know, in case maybe you're not a fan of Sony, maybe you prefer a different brand. I know some people are very like brand loyal, which is, hey, that's fair. You know, hey, to each their own. So I always include a couple different options. So headphones under 200, we have Sony Ultware at the top. You've got Skull Candy Crusher ANC2. I think those are coming in at, where are we at on these guys? 123 for those guys. So the Crusher ANC2s. And then who else do we got here? We've got the Bose Quiet Comfort Regular. So not the Quiet Comfort Ultra. Oh, you know what? I put the wrong link in here. These are $229. They have another one that's under no, actually, you know what? It's the wrong color, because right here in blue, you can get them for $199. So technically under $200, we're cutting it a little close there. You know what I mean? We're cutting it a little close. And then another one in here was the Sennheiser Accentum Plus. So that's another one. You can get them at 40% off. They're $149. Another option. But like I said, you know, Huffy is going to keep it 100 with you guys. Sony Ultware, that's the one for me personally. Performance value is off the charts. So that's the one that I would definitely roll with, man. But want to step in. I know you guys have been talking in the chat. Want to say what's up. I see John came in. What's going on, man? Robert, good to see you, bro. Josh W, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. My guy Sean P in the building. What's up, bro? Always good to see you, man. We got Popeye in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys sliding by and hanging with me. So we're just talking about the Sony Ultware. I wanted to bring that one up first because I feel like that's the best bang for buck today on Prime Day when it comes to a set of over-ear headphones. So I had to make sure I talked about those right up front. So I'm going to get these out of the way. There we go. All right. So let me go ahead and I'm going to close that out. Okay, here we go. And then if you guys have any particular questions, but I'm going to go right now, I'm going to go back to the budget. We're going to go into, let's jump in here. So let's go back so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about the earbuds under 30. So right now, Soundcore's got two earbuds that are under $30 right now. So they got the P30i. These are excellent earbuds for $23. And they've also got the A30i. Again, excellent earbuds. These are going for 20 bucks. So between the two, out of the Soundcore A30i and the P30i, the P30i have they offer better performance. I've got both. When I listen to both, sound quality is similar, but you're getting much harder hitting bass out of the P30i, and it feels like the noise cancellation is a bit stronger on these as well. So if I had to choose between the two, I would go with the P30i. But here's the beauty of the A30i is that they're very small. So if you need something discreet, if you need something that's not going to have those stems sticking out of your ear, you do have the option here. And this is using what I call the lipstick style case. Now, they're around here somewhere. I just couldn't find them. So they're around here somewhere, but it's one of those cases where basically it like slides out and then you can pull the earbuds out and it slides back in, similar to those new Skull Candies, like that kind of case, except this case is way, way smaller, like way smaller. So, but this is a very good option for you if you want something that's a bit more discreet. Very good option for you. But otherwise, if we're sticking under the under $30 price tag, these guys right here, man, these are the Soundcore P30Is. I've got them. I think I've got them right here. Give me a sec here. Yeah. So I've got mine right here. Let me switch to the top down camera real quick. Bam. So here's the top down camera. Here are the Soundcore P30i. These are not even like huge earbuds at that. They're actually quite small when it comes to like a stem style earbud. They're really not that big. So, and then again, you have 5 different color options. All of them are still 23 bucks. So for whichever one you might be looking at, but yeah, overall, not even a huge earbud here, but full features on these guys, man. So that's the thing that I wanted to make sure I brought up. Switch back over here. So you got active noise cancellation with these guys. You got strong bass. You got long playback time, IP54 rating on these guys, Bluetooth 5.4. So overall, very, very solid, especially for that price point. Like that's one of the things that I got to make sure that we bring up is for 23 bucks, it's really kind of hard to beat, man. Like I'm just keeping it real. It really is. But yeah, so that's the Soundcore P30i, A30i, both of them really, really good, good products for under 30 bucks. Love Soundcore. Yeah, right on, man. Appreciate that. What do you think about the Soundcore Space One Pro? It's on sale now. Soundcore Space One Pro, I actually purposely left that out of my links because even though it is on sale, it is heavily discounted. I guess at the price that they're selling it at right now, it's a decent pickup, but I would still personally, for me personally, just keeping it 100 as usual, I would go with the Space Q45s. This is the one that I would choose right here. Let me jump into this one really quick. So this is the one that I would pick. And I even said this, I have a review of the Space One Pro on my channel. And, you know, even in that video, I mentioned that I would choose the Soundcore Space Q45s overall. So here's the thing. While I would say, I believe you get arguably better battery life, you get arguably better, stronger noise cancellation with the Space One Pro, the sound quality is not an improvement at all. And that's the thing that really, really threw me off with those headphones at that price point. So, and I said as much in my review, and that's the reason why I didn't really give them that recommendation. But for $85, you can get the Soundcore Space Q45s. I've got mine literally right here. I've got them sitting right here because I was going to talk about them anyway. So I'm glad that you brought this up. But that's them right here. So here's the Soundcore Space Q45s. So you can see they even have it ghosted right in there where it says Space Series. So yeah, these are my Q45s. These are the ones that I would pick, man. If you were going to go for Space One Pro, I would just choose the Q45s, save yourself a few bucks. You're going to get excellent noise cancellation, excellent mic, excellent sound quality, all of that for under $100 on a set of over-ear headphones. That's a deal. That's a deal right there, man. So that's the one that I would roll with personally if I was going to do that. And that's just, you know, my recommendation on which way to go when it comes to that. Yo, is that my guy Barry in the house? What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Listen only until I get to the house. Hey, man, drive safely. You be careful out there, brother. Yo, Larry, what's up, man? Good to see you. Erica B, good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, the P30i are definitely great, man. Yeah, Sonoflow Pro is another really good option for 56 bucks. An excellent option. Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, man. How about the QCY Melobuds Pro? It's not on the list. Yeah, for this one, I didn't put it in the list, but they are a good option. Let me see here. QCY, hang on, let me switch back over. Melobuds Pro. I do have a review for these on the channel as well. Yeah, 37 bucks. That's actually a pretty decent deal for something under 50 bucks. That's actually a very strong choice if you wanted to go that route. I think there's some better options under 50 personally, but this is a good choice. If you had your eyes set on these, knock yourself out, man. Can't go wrong with them. For me, if I was going to choose something under 50 right now when it comes to earbuds, P40i I think is a strong choice. For me, because you can get either P40i, you can get the Soundpeats Air 4 Pro, or you can get the Earphone Free Pro 3. So out of all of these, I would probably give the best sound to the Soundpeats Air 4 Pro out of all of these. And right now they're $31.99. So this is like, and I know right now, like I think Soundpeats recently launched their Air 5 Pro, which I think are like $60 with a discount today, but I don't have them. They actually didn't send them to me. So I can't recommend something that I haven't personally put in my ear holes. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason. But considering these are 64% off at $31 for the Air 4 Pro, you get an aptX adaptive, multi-point connectivity, loud volume, great sound quality on these guys, customizable EQ. It's tough to go wrong. So that would probably be my top choice. If I had to go with my second option for that one would be the Soundcore P40i. So strong competitor, excellent app support, 4 different color options, $39.99, tough to beat. So yeah, that's another good option for you there, man. Let's jump back over here really quick. We got, I think it's Barris, got the XM4s last year on sale for $200. Nice. Bankrupted me for a while as a student, but after Galaxy Bud 2s, it was an upgrade. Nice, man. XM4s, that's what's up, man. Good to see that. Let's see here. Michael Pepper, what's up, man? Sister picked up the P20i last year. Thanks for your recommendations. She was looking for something on the low to. Oh, nice. Heck yeah, man. That's it, dude. Yeah. The P20s are also good. So yeah, that's great, man. The cool thing is now what we were paying for the P20 last year, well, you can get the P30 now and you get noise cancellation. That's the main difference between the P30i and the P20i is the P30i gets active noise cancellation, transparency mode, and some more advanced features for the low price. So Jeff, you got me again. Them ults. Yeah, man. So them ults, man. I don't know if you ended up getting them or not, man, but for $128, now's the time. You know what I mean? Now's the time, man. Recently bought my third pair of 840 on Amazon. They're a beast. Nice. Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. The real Mrs. Jones driving and listening to. Hey, drive safely. I appreciate you coming through. Thanks for the suggestion there, 50. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. This is what we're here to do, is just to kind of help you guys. You know, if you're looking around trying to figure out exactly what to get because there's a lot of different deals, then this is what I'm here to help you with. You know what I mean? I'm here to kind of narrow things down to make it a little bit simpler for you. Buzz said, I bought the, hold on, let me jump back over here. I bought the NWM1 last year for $300. Now they're on sale for $225. Awesome open back headphones. Nice. Right on, man. Glad you're enjoying them, dude. Let's see. So now back over here. Now let's talk about, we talked about some of the options for under, oh, you know what? I wanted to shout these out too, because this is a new set of earbuds and I haven't mentioned them before. CMF Buds 2A also got a heavy discount today. 43% off on these guys, $28. Wanted to shout them out. Wanted to shout them out because CMF makes some really good earbuds. For those that aren't familiar, CMF is a side company to Nothing, and they have brought out some excellent audio products. So this is something to kind of look into if you're into the CMF stuff and you were looking for a recommendation. That's a recommendation. They're very, very good. So I wanted to throw that in there as well. Honorable mention to the CMF Buds 2A. But now let's talk about speakers, man. So speakers under $30, the Select 4 Go, this little bad boy right here. And I had it here earlier. Where'd it go? Oh, I put it, it's right next to me. So that's a Select 4 Go, $18.99 for this little guy right here. This little guy thumps, man. Let me grab this thing. Hang on a second. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, back down to camera 2. So here is the Select 4 Go. So you can see like, here it is like compared to like the size of my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it's not a big speaker by any means, but still, it still has good sound to it, man. That's what I really like about this little guy. So did I pair this guy up? I don't know if I did. Let's see. We'll turn it on. Maybe. I'll pair to something, apparently. Hang on. Let me put this guy in pairing mode really quick. There we go. Pair new device, Select 4 Go. Let's see if it pairs up here. But yeah, because I think it's paired to my iPhone and I don't want to play, I don't have any like copyright free music on the iPhone at the moment. So I want to make sure that I'm like pairing it to something where I can actually play some tunes for you guys. So that's the thing, man. All right. So now, you know what? I think I chose the wrong thing. Hang on. Let's see if it'll go. And shout out to Nothing. This is the Nothing. This is the Nothing Phone 3A Pro. So I'm doing that there. Let's try this one. Pair. Yeah, there we go. All right. And let's see here. Yeah, man. For $18.99, dude, this thing is a little thumper, man. That's why I like this speaker. It's surprisingly good. Normally, this is one of those that I keep like in the kitchen or like somewhere where I'll need a little small speaker handy. So it's usually going to be in the kitchen. I have a different speaker for my bathroom, but it's just something because I like here's my mentality on a lot of things about life. A lot of activities, a lot of daily things, a lot of work stuff, a lot of that stuff is just so much better with the soundtrack. So having a good little speaker, having good headphones, having good earbuds, whatever it might be, it just improves life. You know what I mean? It's just like adds, I don't having life unseasoned. Like raw dog in life is not my way to go, right? I want a little bit of seasoning on my day, and I'll add some music to kind of spice things up. So that's kind of what that's about. But for $18.99, man, that's really kind of the way that I look at it. And there's a ton of different options here. The black one's $18.99. That's where you get the heaviest discount. But you can also get them in blue. They've also got them in green. They've got them in purple and yellow. Shout out to the Lakers. You've got they call it red, but this is really white with red, and then they got like a straight up white one. So you got a few different options there, but for $18.99, black one, that's the lowest price one if you wanted to roll with that. But that's a good option in my opinion. The other speaker that I had in here was a JBL Go 3. Personally, I do prefer the Soundcore over the JBL. Even though this one's $27, it's tough to go wrong with a JBL speaker. It's also a good speaker. Like, don't get me wrong, it absolutely is. But I think for considering that it's $10 less, almost $10 less for the Soundcore, just roll with the Soundcore on this one, man. That's just my thoughts on that. Let's see what else we got. Have the orange CMF. They're excellent. Nice. I've been looking to upgrade portable speakers, and that Soundcore is solid. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. And I'm going to be talking about more speakers here as we go through as well. So we'll definitely be bringing some more of that stuff up here shortly. Let's see the amount of devices that appeared right away. Hey, bro, listen. Caught. Dude, I got so many. Dude, the iPhone list is even worse. Like, it's even worse. And oh no, the worst one by far is my iPad list, because every single device, every single headphone, speaker, earbud, every single one of them gets put through the iPad. So the list on the iPad is like, you have to like scroll for days to get to the very bottom. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar with like pairing a Bluetooth device to an iPad. The new devices show up at the very under the list, so you have to like scroll, and then you can see the thing you want to pair. It's hilarious, but yeah, man. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. Daughter turned 16 today. She always jacks my Soundcore Motion X600. My Boom 2. Oh, nice. That's what's up. Right on. The Boom 2 is so good though. We're gonna be talking about that here in a bit. What are your thoughts on the Sony Bravia Theater U wearable? I freaking love that thing. I should have brought it in here and I didn't bring it in here. I freaking love that thing. Shout out to Sony. They did send that to me over as a gift. After I bought my TV, there's a rep with Sony. I don't know if he wants to be made public. That I talk to regularly. There's actually 3, but there's a main one I talk to regularly. And after he found out that I bought a Sony TV, he actually sent over a sample of the Theater U to pair with my Sony TV. That thing is excellent. It is excellent, man. So that's the cool thing. It makes it almost feel like you have spatial audio, sorta, while you're watching TV in your living room. Because for me, I'm still getting sound from my speakers coming from the entertainment center, but I'm also getting like the sound from here. So it gives it more depth, which I really, really like. So yeah, I think it's really good. Soundcore Sport X20, how is it for ANC motorcycle? The thing with the Sport X20 is you do get strong noise cancellation for sure. I don't wear helmets, so I don't know how the fitment is going to be under a helmet. So I think that'd be a good choice. Noise cancellation, it'll do a decent job for sure. But how they're going to fit under your helmet, I couldn't say, man. I couldn't say. They're a little on the bulkier side, so I might look into something a bit more discreet. That way they fit under the helmet a little bit better. So just my thoughts. Have you listened to the Morel Biggie box? I have not. I haven't even heard of that, so I'm not even sure what that is. Yo, Tim Windsor, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Let's see who else we got in here. I wish one more would release a proper sequel to the Evo. Yeah, man, it's been a while. I'm hoping they do, but it's been a while, man. So hopefully they'll be coming out with something along those lines soon. Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully, yeah. I had to go through and remove a bunch of old audio devices from my Bluetooth list not too long ago. I had way too many. Yeah, I need to just go through and do a cleanup because there is so much stuff in there that I'm like, it becomes a pain in the butt when you try to like pair things or like try to find the right thing that you were looking at. It becomes a pain, dude. So that's definitely something that I got to go through and do at a certain point. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, that's my alarm. Okay. I don't know if you guys hear the alarm. Shout out to N64. All my old heads know what time it is. But that's going to bring us over really quick. So let me do this. Let me jump back over here. Where did it go? There we are. Okay. So jump back over here. Let me bring this out here. So we're going to talk about here. This is going to be sort of a quick, and I say that quick, sponsored portion for this video. So huge shout out to Viain and their rec.earbuds. So I've got the box right here for these guys. And then here are the actual earbuds themselves. Obviously I already took them out of the box. So yeah, so I'm not going to give you like this full unboxing kind of a thing, but these are their earbuds right here. And I'm going to talk about some of the features of these guys, but also just kind of let you take a look at them as well. So it's got a sliding case. So we've seen that technology before. Got a special button right here. I'll talk about that here in just a sec, but these are available in black or silver. But you know what? Let me do this. Let me pull up a link real quick. And this way we can kind of check them out together. So let's do that. So here they are. These are the ViainRec.ai voice recorder earbuds. So these are definitely something more for the workflow productivity style of people who are looking for something like this. And they have a lot of really cool features, but the main trick to these earbuds are their AI recording capabilities. Like that's the main thing is recording and live transcription and live translation. So definitely going to be talking about that here. So that's the thing. So these guys right here, man, let me go ahead and drop back over here to the main cam. Let's go ahead and punch in it. There we go. Boom. So pop that open right there. So like I said, the main thing on these earbuds is their AI recording capability. So they have a feature called flash recording. Basically, this can be activated on the earbuds, so you can actually do a long squeeze on them to activate the recording, or you can hit that red recording button right there on the case. And there's 3 different ways that you can record with these guys. So you can record like face-to-face conversations. So if like I'm sitting here talking to you, I can record that conversation. Or if I'm sitting in an in-person meeting, it can record like the meeting and stuff that's going on around me. I think it's within a range of about 7 meters, it said, something along those lines. So that's one thing it can definitely do. So you can record those face-to-face convos. You can also record phone calls or online meetings. So if you're wearing them for like a Zoom call, a Teams meeting, or just like a regular phone call, you can record that call as well. You have that option. And you can also record like videos, like YouTube videos, online courses, podcasts, that sort of stuff. If you want to record that, you can definitely do that as well. So you have that option. Now, additionally, you also have the ability to do real-time transcription and translation for up to 15 languages, which I thought was pretty dope. I actually tested this out. I was watching, shout out to my guy Tech Santos out of Mexico. He's an Apple content creator out of Mexico, and his videos are in Espanol. So I was watching his videos in Spanish, and I set this thing to translate. And as I'm watching in the app, it is actively translating what he's saying to English, and it's transcripting everything in English on my phone as I'm watching the video. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that's a cool option. So yeah, you can have the live transcription going in real time in the app. It also uses smart formatting. So it'll punctuate, it'll kind of create the paragraphs. And if you set it, like, let's say it's a podcast and there's 2 different people speaking, it can identify the different speakers. So it'll have like speaker 1 and it'll write down what they're saying. Then when it switches to speaker 2, it'll say speaker 2, and then this is what they're saying. And you can also highlight key points from the conversation as well. So you have those options in there as well. And then also additionally to this, you also have AI built into these. So when you have those transcripts already done, you can extract summaries from the transcripts, and you can create to-do lists from the transcripts. So overall, really solid. For those are their main features. Now, additionally, we do have a set of earbuds here, right? So you also have strong active noise cancellation. You have pretty solid transparency mode as well. Sound quality is on point, 11mm drivers. You also have LHDC support for high-res audio. You do have a low latency gaming mode. You have battery life on these guys, which is 9 hours with an additional 27 hours in the case. So basically 9 hours and 3 additional charges. And they also come with multi-point connectivity. So that's a lot, you know, that we're talking about on these earbuds. They are very feature packed. Obviously, they're not going to be for everyone, but for somebody who's looking for something like this, for meetings, for live transcription, for interviews, for all of this stuff, then the ViainRec AI voice recorder earbuds, they're going to be a really, really good option for you. They are discounted 20% right now, normally $249 at $199 on Amazon for Prime Day deals. So if you're interested, make sure you check them out in the link in the video description. I also pin the link in the live chat so you guys can check them out if you wish. So huge shout out to Viam for sponsoring this portion of the live stream. Huge thank you to you guys. And yeah, and just also thank you to all my people viewing live and everybody who watches the replay for your time. I appreciate you guys sitting through that with me and always showing support to El Jefe Reviews in the channel. It's greatly appreciated, more than you guys could possibly imagine. But yeah, so let me get this out of the way really quick and do that. Get these out of the way. And okay, now back to our regularly scheduled live stream. So where were we? I think we talked about some earbuds under 50. Oh, you know what? I can't talk about earbuds under 50 before we talk about this next one, but I also want to go through the chat, make sure that we're also good here. Erica B, what is comparable to the Boom 2, but a little cheaper? I know nothing is as great, but for my daughter, what would suffice in case she wants something a little bit bigger? I would say if you wanted something that's going to be closer, I would probably go with Earphone. Has a really good speaker that I think could be a good option. It's called the U-Boom L. I did put a link down below for this. Let me switch cameras really quick here. Bam. So this is the U-Boom L. It's $47 today. So if you were looking to get something that's going to be maybe a little bit louder, a little bit stronger than the Select 4 Go, but not quite up on par with the Boom 2, this would be the option to go with right here. Personally, that's kind of where I would be at with this one. But that's a good question. So and then this is a good, you know, alternative choice for what it is. But yeah. Hey, listen, that alarm, right? Listen, we got to keep it a buck around here, man. You know, GoldenEye, that's still, in my opinion, and I've played a lot of video games ever since the 80s, a lot, right? I'm an elder gamer. To this day, that's still the best first person shooter. That and Perfect Dark. Those two games, man, take it back to when if you wanted to do multiplayer, you had to be in your friend's house doing a split screen, man, dude. Those are the good old days, man. AI and everything. Absolutely. Literally in everything. So yeah, man. Yo, hey, thank you for sending out the gift membership. Much appreciated, man. You're a real one for that one. Let's see here. Hey, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. So let's jump back out of here. We were, the one thing I wanted to talk about was the CMF Neckband Pro earbuds, what that neckband do right here. So these are $39.99. I have them in orange myself. These are in light gray. Sometimes these are kind of limited. Like they'll go in stock, they'll be out of stock. It bounces back and forth when you can get them. Now, I know not everybody is into neckband earbuds, but for those of us who are neckband aficionados, these are legit. Very good earbuds. So, and for the price, really tough to beat. We don't have a lot of options, sadly, in 2025 for really good neckband earbuds. So shout out to CMF for bringing them out. I think Soundcore has one of the only other options right now, which I think are the Life U2i. Let me see here if they're still available. Soundcore Life U2i. Yeah, so this is the only other one. These are $22. Also another really good option. If you're a bass head, these are really good. Long battery life on these guys, 24-hour playback, strong bass response. Like I said, if you're into neckbands, another good option for you. But again, limited options, man, because you know, once true wireless earbuds came out, neckbands kind of like went by the wayside, and neckbands are the truth. So if nobody's told you, let me be the one to tell you neckbands are legit. So yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up. Now, let's move on from there. Let me see here. What do we got? What do we got here? Double check here. Okay. So headphones under $50, man. So headphones. Oh yeah. Beats Flex. Yeah. That's also another good option too. But just wait for discounts. You know, Beats be taxing. So Beats be taxing. So we got to make sure that we always wait for discounts on Beats stuff. But headphones under 50, if you're looking for a really good option for under $50, Tozo HT2 come in a ton of different colors, going for $32 right now. excellent. They get quite loud. They got great sound, very strong bass response. You get customizable app, $31 right now, or $31.98. Really, really tough to beat. Very, very good headphones. So yeah, this is gonna be a really good choice for anybody who's looking for a good set of cans for a low price on Prime Day. Excuse me. This is a very, very good option for you. So yeah, that's a good one. And I think the other one that I had in here was Soundcore's Q20i. So this is another option we have. These are $47, so a little bit more expensive, obviously Soundcore, but another good option. So we have, this is one thing I wanted to make sure is that I put in multiples for each price point to make sure, like, if something sold out or if something else happened, that you had a good option or a good alternative. But between the Soundcore Q20i and the Tozo HD2, I would take the Tozo first. If you can get your hands on the Tozos at this price, that'd be the ones that I would roll with personally. So that's a good option for you right there, man. But yeah, so let's jump back out of here, jump back into the chat. Let's see here. Have you heard of the Beat Pella House K-pop medley? I have not, but I'll definitely check that out, man. Yo, Darkest Nightshade, what up, man? First live I've caught in a while. Man, first live I've done in a while. So you're right on time, bro. It's me. It's 100% me. Oh man, Howard Tozo earbuds. I wanted to get some for my nephew and niece for their birthdays coming up. Oh man, yeah, dude. So Tozo's got some really good stuff on their earbuds. Let me see if I can find a good pair for you right now that's not going to break the bank. Here, I think I got something that'll work for you. Yo, Purple Drank, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you sliding through. All right, let's go Tozo earbud. Hold on. This thing is. It always does this to me. When I try to find something of a specific brand, Amazon will try to give you everybody else's stuff. And I'm like, hey, I'm looking up something specifically here. Don't be doing me like that. So let me bring these up. Where is it at? Because I know there was one of these where I was like, well, not one, but there's a few that I was truly, truly impressed by. And I wanted to bring, oh, right here. Okay. So these guys right here. And then I'll drop a link because these are only $20. So let's go, bam, right here. I think these are their crystal pods, I think. But yeah, Tozo crystal pods. They just don't put it in the name up here, but this is definitely them. So Tozo crystal pods. So let me pull a link for you guys here. Actually, no, that's going to be a super long link. Where's the share thing on here? Nah, I don't see it. Oh, here it is. And copy link. There we go. So I'm gonna put a link for you guys. Paste right there. Feel free to check that out. That is not an affiliate link, by the way. That's just a raw link. But these right here, man, I actually do have these. They're in a box around here somewhere. These I was really, really impressed by. And for a set of Tozos, now here's the thing, they do get pretty loud, so I just want to give you that warning. But for $20, another good deal. If you were looking at Tozo specifically, this is a very good option. If it doesn't have to be Tozo, we'll double back to what the options that I gave before, which is the Soundcore P30i. This would be the one that I would roll with personally if it doesn't have to be Tozo. $23, you got 5 different color options, really tough to beat. So that'd be the top choice there. But yeah, so just throwing that in there for you. Jump back over here and see, what were those earbuds you really liked? Denon, the Denon Pearl Pro. Yeah. So Denon Pearl Pros, I think they're discounted to $150 today, if I remember correctly. Hang on, let me double check, because I do have them in here. Yeah, so today Denon Pearl Pro discounted to $149. So they do have them at a discount for Prime Day. So just throwing this in there, easily one of the best earbuds that you can get for under $200 still. And for a lot of people, they knew that these were the earbuds that I was recommending for the longest time. These were my number one earbuds. Only they got dethroned by the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4 when it comes to sound quality. But still, that doesn't make these any worse. They're still easily in my like top 3, top 5 for best earbuds available, especially with their spatial audio and their personalized EQ. That's super, super dope technology. It creates an EQ based on your own hearing. It does it automatically for you, and it's so good. So yeah, if that's one you're looking at, that's a really good option for you. Have you listened to the latest album from the Wombats? I have not, man. I'll definitely have to check that out though. For sure have to check that out. But yeah, very, very good option for you guys if that's something that you're looking at. Let's see here. Now, let's go into earbuds under 100, because we definitely got to talk about some earbuds under 100 bucks. So first thing, I'm going to talk about what I think is still the best deal for earbuds under 100 bucks. Right now you can get these guys right here, the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro. You can get these guys right now for 85 bucks, 43% off, 85 bucks on these guys. This is probably one of the better ones that I would go with right now. And I know the Liberty 5s do exist. I reviewed them here on the channel. But between the Liberty 5 and the Liberty 4 Pro, I'm still choosing the Liberty 4 Pro personally. So that's just me. Performance wise, I'm choosing the Liberty 4 Pro. This is still the best that Soundcore, as far as their earbuds go, this is still their best earbud. So that's on me. That's what I'm talking about. So, but that'd be the one that I would go with right now for under 100 bucks. Now there are a lot of different options. I put a bunch of stuff in here. So earbuds under 100, we have the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro, Nothing Ear 2024 under a big discount right now, 99 bucks. So normally these are the $150 model, because usually under 100 we go with the Nothing Ear A, which also got a discount. But right now this is our latest model, and these are coming in for 99 bucks. So I wanted to make sure that I shouted them out here. This would be a top second choice, 100%, if you want something really, really good. We also have the OnePlus Buds 3, Nothing Ear A. Galaxy Buds FE are under a hefty discount for $52. Galaxy Buds FE, excellent choice as well. So we do have those here. And then what else did we put in here? JLab Epic Edition. These are also really solid, 50% off, 99 bucks on these guys. Hybrid dual driver, spatial audio, strong noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity. So really, really good. Strong battery life on these as well. So another really good choice. And then last but not least, I also included here the Soundcore AeroFit 2, because out of the open options that Soundcore offers, these are coming in right now at almost half off, 43% off, 73 bucks for these guys, and excellent. I love these. So, and I think, shout out to my guy Island Boy. I actually shipped him out a pair of these, and I know he's enjoying them. So yeah, especially for people who need to have, like, don't want to have the ear stuff. They want to be able to maintain situational awareness, but still get good sound. These are really, really good. Really good. So yeah, really good options there for under 100 bucks. So that's why I make sure I include as many choices as possible in case something goes out of stock. You never know, man. You never know. Yo, GG, what up, man? Appreciate you. Denver Pro on the way. Nice. That's what's up, man. Yo, Ned, good to see you, man. Been a supporter since 2020. Hey, much love, man. I appreciate the long time support, man. Yo, Soulburst Ninja, what's up, man? Thanks to you, I ordered the Soundcore Q45. Thanks for clearing my questions. Can't wait to try them out. Yeah, man, enjoy them. So make sure when you get them, make sure, one, you fully charge them up. Two, download the Soundcore app, because there may be like firmware updates for them. So make sure you do that. Take care of that first. And then definitely go through the EQ customization, because those things are excellent. So definitely check that stuff out, man. Not a Prime deal, but I just ordered the Bowers & Wilkins PX7 S3s. Ah, okay. Yeah, I looked at Bowers & Wilkins and I didn't see any discounts, so I left them off my list today. But yeah. If y'all haven't heard of the Buddha's Band, I highly recommend. The horn section is awesome. Nice. Right on, man. Appreciate that. Yo, Necula in the house. Shout out to Mr. Hefe, small donation for the food bank. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Huge shout out to you, man. So yeah, haven't played this in a minute, so let's hit it one time for my guy Necula, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, man, appreciate that so much, man. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, so that was the earbuds under 100. So now we could talk about headphones under 100. Now I already brought these up earlier, but we'll talk about them again here. So we've got the Soundcore Space Q45s. Again, we can get these right now for 85 bucks, 3 different color options as well. So you've got the black, you've got blue, and you've got white. An excellent choice. I know the reason that we brought these up earlier was because somebody had mentioned the Soundcore Space One Pros, which also discount. I think they're going for like 118 or something like that. But as I said in my video for the Space One Pro, I would still choose the Q45s, considering the much lower price point and the performance and sound difference is not that much. These would be the ones that I would roll with. If you're looking for a set of headphones under 100, that's a really good deal for those guys right there. And then what else do we have here? Sonoflow Pros, One More's website on these guys, $87.99. So you do have some discounts here as well. There's a coupon code right there as well. Very, very good headphones. Strong noise cancellation, excellent sound, like right out of the box. You could just pull these out of the box, put them on your head. Don't even touch EQs or anything. They sound really good right out of the box. So a really good option for you if you're looking for something like that. Earphone Tune Pro is another one. Pretty good option here, coming in, I think, really, really heavily discounted. Yeah, 52, so 41% off, $52.99 on the Earphone Tune Pro. So very good. These are dual driver headphones from our friends over at Earphone. So another good option there as well. And who else do we have? Sony CH720, strong noise cancellation on these guys, but $78. If you can swing it, I would jump up to the Ultwares personally, if you can swing it, but still, if you just want something that's under 100, that's a good choice for you as well. But last but not least, and I want to make sure we shout about the Skull Candy Crusher Evo. Man, if you're a bass head and you like that vibration, $79.98 for this particular color only, $80, 60% off, screaming deal. So that's one of those ones that you can definitely check out if you want a set of those. That's their chill gray color. So that's the color right there. But still, for $80, tough to beat. Tough to beat, man. So tough to beat for that price. Yeah, man. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water here. I hope the hunting ends. I have tested 10 different earbuds. I think this is the 11th. Nice. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Yo, Matt, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hang on. Let me bring this up. There we go. All right. It says OnePlus Buds 4 just came out for $129 with $30 discount code on the OnePlus website. Nice, man. Yeah, I'll be talking about those on the channel very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that. Have you ever heard the new tune from Biffy Clyro? I have not. Prefer headphones, but the pressure on my head with glasses sucks after a couple hours. Yeah, it makes sense, man. Yo, BJ Perry, what up, man? Good to see you, bro. Oh, hopefully everything is going well with you, man. Good to see you, man. Let's see, Sonoflow Pros 56 on Amazon. Nice. Okay, good. All right. Good to see you, man. They got the discounts going there as well. So now let's go ahead and jump over here really quick to some speakers under $100. So the first one is going to be my top choice for speaker under $100, and I'm going to go ahead and bring that up right here. And that is going to be the Soundcore Boom 2. So this right here, man, Soundcore Boom 2, tough to go wrong with this, man. $89.99. And now I know Soundcore has other speakers that have just come out, the Boom 3i, a lot of that stuff. This is still my top choice. This is still my top choice for their speakers right now, because again, much like with the Sony Ultwares, I'm talking about bang for buck. Bang for buck. It's hard to get something better than this for under $100. Now, I'm not saying that nothing on the market exists that could be better. I just haven't tried everything. Out of all the speakers that I've tried for this price, yeah, this is top tier right here, man. So let me grab it. I know I have it right around here. There we go. All right. So let me go ahead and let's see if we can switch over to camera 2, and let's zoom out just a bit here. All right. So this guy's been in the trunk of the Camaro because I like having it with me when I'm rolling around with some of the homies. Like if we pull up in park, a lot of people like to have their car stereo on. Man, I don't want to run my stereo down and then I can't start my car. So I just pull out the speaker and then I'll just jam out some tunes at that point. But yeah, that's the Boom 2 right here. Let me go ahead and turn this bad boy on. I know they're going to pair up to something, but what they're pairing up to, I do not know. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can pair them up to the nothing here. Let's do that. Connected devices. Boom 2. Okay, here we go. Boom. Done and done. Okay. And let's go back here. Let's try this. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this thing, dude, I'm telling you, man, for the price, this thing is, dude, this thing absolutely slaps, bro. Like in the real sense of slap, because food doesn't slap, but music slaps. Get it right. So yeah, man. But this thing, dude, it's so good. It is so good. And for 89 bucks, dude, I'm telling you, man, this is like, there's not every product gets the full Hefe recommendation, but this is the one of the ones that absolutely does. For 89 bucks, 36% off, for the sound quality, for the battery life that you get out of it, for the portability that you get out of it, dude, excellent. USB-C, IPX7, 80 watts, Bluetooth 5.3, floatable as well. I mean, it's tough to ask for more. You know what I mean? It's tough to ask for more. So that's one of the ones that I wanted to make sure that I brought up here because, dude, it is absolutely an excellent option for speakers at this price point, man. But let's jump back into the chat really quick. Let's see here. Oh, my guy Buzz 703 coming through, man, with the $20 holler. What's going on? Donating to Food Bank, man. I appreciate that, dude. Let's hit it one time for my guy Buzz, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Josh W. I have not checked that out yet. How do you deal with wearing glasses and headphones, trying to find something that doesn't hurt my head? I mean, for me so far, it's been okay, but I think it just varies from person to person, to be honest, man. So, but it just depends on what kind of headphones we're talking about. Like for like what I'm wearing now, these are super comfortable. Like these are very like, they're not huge clamping force. So usually you get a lot more clamping force with like Sony headphones, Bose headphones, because noise cancellation, right? They want to have them tight against your head. So that'll put pressure on the glasses on your ears and on your temples and stuff. But really the best bet is what I know a lot of people do is they'll stretch out their headphones. So this is the same thing that I've told a lot of people, like if you have a box that's wide enough, so what you usually want to do is you want to put these on a box that's wider than your head and just let them sit there. Just rest them on there like that and leave them there for a couple of days. That's going to loosen the tension in the headband up here and you'll notice less clamping force. So now the downside, so the upside, it'll be much more comfortable and you'll have less issues there. Downside, less clamping force could affect noise cancellation. Just saying. So there's a trade-off, comfort versus noise cancellation. Because the other option is you got to take your freaking glasses off, right? So yeah, that's the downside. So there's always trade-offs with everything. You know, because you have, I blame you for introducing me to Liberty 3 Pro. Unfortunately, they gave up last month, and since then the hunting started. Oh, gotcha. 4 years of intense use, dude. That's crazy, but awesome, dude. Status is dropping something new July 15th from the emails I received. I assume the between 4A and C maybe. Can't wait to see what they drop. Nice, right on, man. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to try them out, man. Haven't used the between 3s in a while. I've been okay between the PI8s and the Pro Pros. Okay, that's fair enough. You got a lot of good options though, man. So it makes sense, right? You got a lot of good choices there. So it makes sense to not be just stuck to the one thing. So yeah, I get that completely, man. Okay, let me go ahead and shut that speaker down. Where were we, man? I think the next one was a Sony Oldfield 1. So if we want something else that's under $100, is going to be the Sony Oldfield 1. So this guy right here. And it's funny because I actually have the exact one that I'm showing on screen. Boom, right here. So I got the actual exact one. Whoa, what's going on with my focus? Focus up, bruh. There we go. Good Lord. What was that? It was getting all blurry on me. What's happening here, man? But yeah, so Sony Oldfield 1. So this is a great speaker. IP67, 12-hour battery life. Really good sound out of this guy as well. Normally this guy's about 130. So having it come down to 88 bucks is a good deal for a Sony speaker. And we don't get huge deals on Sony products very often. So I always want to make sure that I shout them out when we do get like a decent discount on this stuff. So that's another one. But also just wanted to bring this up while we're here and while we have the Sony up on deck. We also have the Sony Oldfield 3, which is getting discounted today. So normally the Oldfield 3, if I remember correctly, price hidden. See, because I got to log in to see it. If I remember correctly, hold on, I have it written down. Got a sec here. It's going for 145 or 149, right around there, for the Oldfield 3, which is normally I think like 199. So, and then we have the Oldfield 5 that's coming in at 198, and that's their big boy. Well, one of the bigger boys, the Oldfield 5. That one was normally 330, so coming in for under 200 on the Oldfield 5. I have all of them. I have all of them here. I've got the Oldfield 1, 3, 5, and 7. And excellent speakers. Whenever we talk about Sony, now mind you, Sony, they make excellent products, but they are going to tax you. We already know that. Like, we know that Beats is going to tax you, Sony's going to tax you, Bose is going to tax you, just the way that it works. But when you can get them at a discount that puts them in more competitive range, then it's something that's worth actually looking into. So very, very good for somebody who's looking at these products. This is also another good option for you. Now let me close these guys out. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, so we still got a lot of stuff up here, but give me just a sec here. Give me just a sec. I gotta mute myself. I appreciate you guys being patient with me, man. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. So the muscles, the actual like muscles, the vocal muscles and all that stuff, I haven't been using them as much. So live streaming is a little bit harder for me until I kind of get back on the horse and start doing it more regularly and start building that muscle up. So that is the game plan though. I need to get back into it to kind of keep things moving in the right direction for myself, man. But that being said, moving on to some of the bigger or some of the higher priced earbuds, I would say got some good options here. Got the Denon Pro. I talked about those earlier. The reason that these are at the top of the list for me is because normally these were like, I think they say 200. When they first came out, these earbuds were $350. Let's keep it real. They were $350 when I ordered mine, $350. So, and then they dropped to 300, then they dropped to 250. Then we were getting discounts on them for $199. Now we've got them at $149. So Denon Pro, the customization here, the Massimo adaptive acoustic technology, that's their own personalized EQ for your own hearing. This is excellent. So now to be clear, these are larger earbuds. They are not small earbuds. So if you need something really discreet, this might not be a good choice for you. But if you want one of the best earbuds on the market, this is a very, very good option for you. Very good. So just throwing that out. Status between 3A and C. So another really good option here as well, coming in at $149 on this one. Although I think, yeah. So for the white one, you can get it for $139. So not bad. Bigger discount on that one. That's another option for anybody that's looking at the Status. They're very, very good. Apparently, they do have something around the rumor mill that something new is coming, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So another really good option there from those guys. Sony LinkBuds Fit got a very, very big discount on them right now. You're looking at $128 on these guys. They've got them in black. You got them in pink. You got them in violet. You've got them in white. If you wanted a good set of small, discreet workout earbuds, a very good option right here from our friends over at Sony. Very, very good. Very, very comfortable additionally. So very, very good option there. Let's see what else we got in here. AirPods Pro 2. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the AirPods Pro 2 in here, coming in at $149. This is the latest version, USB Type-C. So that is the latest version of these guys. $149 for those guys right there. What else we have? The Galaxy Buds 3 Pro also got a discount at $166 for these guys right here. Very, very good option for you. If you don't want to spend that much on these, or you don't like stem style earbuds, they do have the Galaxy Buds FE for like 50 something bucks right now. So you do have that option as well if you wanted to stick with Samsung. And also the Pixel Buds Pro 2 on these guys coming in at $169. Shout out to Team Pixel. Even though I'm no longer a part of Team Pixel, unfortunately, but I'm still Team Pixel at heart. But shout out to them. We got the Pixel Buds Pro 2 coming in at $169. Although that's for the Hazel. If you get them in the Peony, in the Porcelain, or in the Winter Green, you can get them for $160. So you do have an additional $9 off on those guys. So that is another option for you right there from our friends over at Google. But yeah, and then from there, I think we move on to the headphones under 200. I've already talked ad nauseum about the Sony Ultwares. So we're going to talk about the next one, which is the Skullcandy Crusher ANC2. So these guys right here for $123. So if you wanted a set of Skullcandy Crushers with active noise cancellation and you get that crazy haptic vibration bass, this is a good option for you right there. $123 for Prime members. So that's something definitely worth checking out if you had your eyes on a set of Skullcandy Crushers. Again, the Crusher Evos are going for I think they were like 70 something bucks. So that's another option if you wanted the Crusher Evos. This is a more updated version if you wanted to go with that one. So this is another option for you there. I think the Bose Quiet Comforts, if I remember correctly, these are right here. So yeah, these are coming in for $199. These are not the QC45. They're not the QC Ultra. These are their standard Bose Quiet Comfort. So that's another option right there. Something worth checking out for sure. And then from there, what was the last one? Oh, yeah, right. Sennheiser Exemptum Plus. So mind you, these aren't the Momentum 4. I was just throwing that out there, right? The Momentum 4 are their top dogs as far as over-ear headphones goes. But if you didn't want to spend that much, $149 for these guys right here. But all that being said, and kudos to Skull Candy, Bose, and Sennheiser, but the Sony Ultwares, these are going to be the best deal that I've seen so far. Under-ear headphones, under $200 for $128. Nobody's touching them. Nobody's touching them. I'm just letting you know, for price for performance, nobody's touching them at that price point. So that'd be the ones that I would roll with personally. If I was going to choose a set of headphones under $200, it'd be these guys right here. That's El Jefe's top choice. Now, some additional links that I put in here. We got Spinfit silicone tips. I also put in some links for Sennheiser, Sony XM6, XM5. On these guys, XM6, I think I mentioned them earlier. They did get a discount to, I think it's like 20 off, something like that. Whoa, what the heck happened there? That was weird. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Yeah, $428 down from $449. So you do get a slight discount. You can get them in black, platinum silver, midnight blue. I have mine in midnight blue. That's the best color in my opinion. Just saying. So I got those. And I think the XM5 headphones and earbuds also got slight discounts. Let's take a look. XM5's at $298. Okay, that's not bad. I think they could have done a little bit better on that personally, but not bad. And then the XM5 earbuds, let's take a look here. What do we got? On these guys, $198. Again, I think they could have done better than that, but here we are. So I wanted to make sure that I threw those in there as well. Also got the AirPods in here, Beat Studio if you want to take a look at those. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole roundup. All the links are here. And another thing I'll probably do is I'll probably go ahead and post this list here on in my community tab as well, just to make sure that people can find it easily if they don't find the stream. But yeah, man. And then let's jump back into the chat one more time, man, before I sign off here, man. So right now, between getting the Bose QC or Beat Studio Pro, I definitely will order the Boom 2. So here's the thing, man. Beat Studio Pro, don't do it to yourself. JFR, don't do it to yourself. Listen to your boy El Jefe. Don't do it to yourself. Go with the Bose, man. If it's between the Bose and the Beat Studio Pro, go with Bose. Trust me. Trust me on this. Listen, I'm dead ass. Trust me. Don't do it to yourself. Let's see. Yo, Purple Dragon, my next earbuds to get is Bose QC Ultra Gen 2s. Nice. Right on. Disappointed Google Pixel Buds got rid of the long press to have notifications read off. Now you have to verbally ask the assistant. Right? Yo, Devin, what up, dude? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Did you ever experiment with the collaboration between Bose and Skull Candy? Oh, right. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That one, I do have the earbuds. I think they're solid for what they are. I think they're $129. I know they were selling for like $100 right now, something like that. They're pretty good earbuds, but when people were asking me like, oh, there's a lot of people saying they're the best under 100. No, the noise cancellation is quite strong. I'll give them that. Probably some of the best noise cancellation at the $100 price point, but sound quality wise, no, I would still go with nothing. I would still go with OnePlus. I would still go with Soundcore. So personally, just sound quality wise, I would still choose those. So head to head all day. Yeah, that's the way that I would go personally. Costco has the XM5 for $249, but it's a soft case. Interesting. But $249 for XM5? That's actually a good deal. That's a deal. Yeah, that's a deal right there. Yo, Aaron, what's up, man? Hey, no worries, man. JLab Gore Pop ANC is $20. That's a pretty good deal too. JLab always makes some good earbuds too, man. So we got to give a shout out to JLab, man. They've been doing it. They've been doing good stuff for a long time. So I got to shout them out. Yeah, man. So good stuff when it comes to that, man. Let's see here. No, I have not listened to the EP from Paul Weller, man. I wish I had, but I have not. But yeah, man. So that's what's going on here, man. But first things first, and you know, before I go, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who showed up for the live stream today, because you could have been doing anything, and I didn't even give anybody any warning. I just popped up I just appeared. I just, spawned in out of nowhere, as the kids like to say, on a random Tuesday. But I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging with me for this stream. I didn't expect anybody to be here, honestly, because I know it's been a while since I've dropped anything on the channel. I'm trying to do better. It's just been health. So nothing for you guys to concern yourselves with, but it has been health issues. So I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do the very best that I can. So I'm trying to get back into this with you guys, but I just want to say thank you for coming through, for showing love, for showing support. You don't have to buy anything on this stream that I talked about. If you do, it's greatly appreciated. If you guys use my links, it's greatly appreciated, because that helps the channel greatly. So it's always appreciated. But otherwise, I also want to give a huge thank you to the stream sponsor today, which was Viam and their Rec.earbuds. I did leave a link to those in the description and pinned in the chat for anybody who wants to check those out. They are excellent for live translation, live transcription, a lot of awesome features. So this is something definitely worth checking out. But aside from that, man, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just want to say again, thank you to you guys, man. It's greatly appreciated that you guys come through and hang with me for this. Oh, one last question popping in. Would you go with Momentum 4 earbuds over Bose Ultra QC? I would choose Momentum 4 earbuds over Bose for sure. Yeah, unless the most important thing to you is just raw noise cancellation power, then go with Bose. But if you want strong noise cancellation with excellent sound quality, go with Sennheiser. Just saying. So, but that's going to do it for me, man. Again, I really do appreciate you guys coming through. I cannot thank you enough. And my goal is to be back live at my regular time on Sunday. I'm going to do my best to do that as long as I'm feeling well. But just want to say, man, I really do appreciate everybody coming through. And if I miss any questions, anything like that, you can always feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will be responding to comments. So just throwing that in. But otherwise, man, please, everybody, take care of yourselves. Thank you again for coming through and hanging with me. And yeah, much love to all of you, man. And as always, man, make sure that, you hug your loved ones, tell them you love them. The world is crazy right now. And yeah, man, we're just trying to survive out here. But everybody be good. We'll talk soon. See ya.